replay that. If you're tuning in, please say hello, leave us a comment. So I can check that the comments are working and that I can see them on StreamYard. So please do say hello if you can hear and see me, and give me a thumbs up or love heart emoji, and then other people can see this video, because also Facebook has a tendency, not only in doing a live straight into its own platform, it hides your video, as we experienced the other week, but quite often it does definitely hide it if you're coming in on StreamYard or Zoom or anything like that, because it just takes the funnies. So if you can see this, let me know. And I actually think Laura has managed to get on. Yay! So everyone, I'd love to introduce you to Laura Hirst, who is an amazing baby sleep consultant. And I'm going to bring her in to chat to you now before any technology messes us up again. So, hi.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Fantastic.
I can hear you okay.
Good.
Amazing that we got it to work.
Technology.
Oh, well, I know because you've had some issues, haven't you, with Facebook over the last couple of weeks. So I don't know if you want to tell everyone what's...
Yeah, so basically I was holding a sleep workshop locally, and I got a message from my sister saying, have you seen your Facebook account? And somebody had hacked my account and put pictures on of basically war crimes. Only I can see them, but Facebook did their job. I get it, it's a security thing. They've taken that picture off, but they've deactivated my account. So I can post from Instagram, but I can't comment or join any groups or basically joining anything on Facebook at the minute. And I'm just sort of frozen. I've not got any information as to when it's going to stop. So quite a chunk of my business is from Facebook, really. So I have to think outside the box a bit this week.
Yeah, so go back to more traditional marketing. And
yeah, definitely. Yeah, which has worked. I'm part of a local group, a network marketing group in Glossop. So we meet once a month, and I was there on Monday actually, and somebody runs a local like a hospice for women who are homeless but have children and want to keep the children with them. So we've been talking about going forward, doing sort of help one-to-one with some of these women, because a lot of them, they have children now that have really struggled with sleep due to, bad circumstances really, a lot of stress. And yeah, so it'd be really, really worthwhile to be able to help these women and their children. So I'm looking forward to that. Makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing here. I love my job.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, good. So tell everyone who's listening a little bit about you and your business and your journey so far.
So I had my little boy just before the first lockdown in 2020. He came early, luckily, so we had a few weeks at home. We didn't see many people because everybody was ill anyway. Could have been COVID, we don't know, but we were fine. So then when I did go back to work, I was furloughed that many times. I decided I'm going to start training. So I trained to become a sleep consultant at the beginning of last year. And then I went back to work. I was made redundant and thought, right, this is it. This is a sign. I've got to go for it. So I now work one-to-one with families, either over Zoom or there's different media we're using wherever they are in the world at the moment, because there are different restrictions on things at the moment, or one-to-one locally. So I've currently got 3 people I'm working with in the next town. I've got a lady in Switzerland I've just started to work with, people in Wales, Shropshire, London, all over the UK, and possibly in Spain as well from next week. So it's
amazing.
Just gone, yeah, and this is all thanks to you really, Sarah, because you've just made me think of different ways. Like I would have panicked about the Facebook thing, and I've just sort of taken a step back and thought, right, well, there are other avenues of doing things, and I've just found each and every one I can possibly find at the moment, and it's just led, and my confidence is built, and my clients, my list has built, and my email list has built, and it's just been really,
Yeah.
really busy. Yeah.
Oh, good. Good. So, obviously you did the New Biz to PR Whizz course. How did you find that?
It was brilliant. I look forward to it every single week. And it was just enough that there was plenty to think about each time we spoke, and with Sandra as well, lovely Sandra. And we sort of broke things down, and I've seen the interview you did with Sandra, and as she said, you tailored it. You would give us examples that would relate to our business, because our businesses were so different. Mine's a service-based business, and obviously at hers, she has a physical product to sell. So it was lovely that you could sort of look at how we could incorporate that into each individual business and how we like to work.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was sort of just long enough as well, because there was so much to cover, but you covered it. It was nice to like break it down, and you didn't feel, well, I didn't feel overwhelmed doing it. It inspired me to keep going each week.
Good.
Really
Good.
good.
I'm pleased to hear that. Yeah, because the way I do it, I kind of take you through the step by step, all the different components that make up your marketing strategy, don't I? And at the end, I reveal that actually you've just done your marketing strategy without you realizing that you have really.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, so my perfect PR challenge, which unfortunately, because of all the Facebook issues for you,
I wanted to be in. Yeah, after all that.
yeah, you unfortunately missed it. But it was all about I basically taught people how to use PR to target their ideal customer, and about making sure you look at you define your audience and then target your outreach to that audience.
Yeah.
Do you think any of that kind of has helped you once Facebook kind of did the stuff and kicked you off? Did that give you some ideas on what else you could do to reach the target audience?
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm in quite a few groups through going to things with my son anyway. He's 2, so I've basically made sure that when we could go out to anything, we have gone out and made connections that way. And I've been talking to different people I've not spoke to in years. I've suddenly bumped into, and they've said, "Oh, my grandchild's just been born, and they're struggling a little bit." And it's just going back to that sort of the social community aspect as well. So I've done that side, and because I'm more aware of who it is that's my ideal client, and I'm not sort of peppering, you're not trying to get everybody, you're getting the right person. I've sort of tailored it that way, and different health settings, different groups, different we were talking about ambassadors, so people who are midwives I've spoken to and had things referred to from there. So it's not always one-to-one with families, which I love to do. It's sometimes that there could be an organisation or a charity event that people want somebody there, and it's more to do with parents and well-being, and if you're not getting any sleep, then you're a bit stressed. So yeah, it's just made me think completely differently. Facebook is amazing when it works, but I then had other ideas and things like LinkedIn and different messages that way. So yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, good. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's really important. Social media is a great platform, as you say, but that's when it works.
Yeah.
And I think I've realised as well during my launch and the issues that Facebook threw up for me, the importance of having, offline things and building a database. And someone within the group has asked if I'll do a mailer like training at some point. So I think that's going to be coming up as well.
Right.
But is there anything else that you feel that would be helpful to be trained on that wasn't covered, perhaps?
I think we covered quite a lot, because we covered everything from sort of branding. That helped definitely. I did the Canva trading obviously prior to that, so now I know when to do things, and I know kind of how to write my content, because I know my audience better.
Good.
I can't think of anything, but if I think of anything, I will get back to you.
Yeah, let me know.
I'll let you know. Yeah.
So I know there's a few people who haven't quite decided whether they want to do New Biz PR Whizz or not. What would you say to them if they're kind of on the fence at the moment?
I'd say if you're like me and you're somebody who likes to be training and doing different courses, but then you might not always actually implement them into your business. As a new business, or if you just wanted to freshen something up, I think it's definitely worth doing because, Sarah, you really do sort of break it down quite easily. And like I say, it's something that you can take something away every week and work on it. So you're not stagnant. You're constantly doing something for your business, and you're going to learn so much more. And from other people in the group, we connected through WhatsApp group afterwards, and just little things. And you think, even today you told me something, and I thought, I've not done that. So. You're not on your own then. You've got somebody else to sort of bounce ideas off that somebody might come back to you with something that you never thought of before, or yourself, Sarah, you've got that wealth of all your knowledge. So you're not on your own, because sometimes when you're on your own in business, it feels that little bit lonely. You're not in an office, you've not got those conversations, and sometimes you need someone to say, right, well, yeah, you've done it this way, but have you thought about doing it like this? And have you looked at your branding? And what is your ideal client? Because I wasn't sure. I knew that I wanted to work with parents, but then the way I was advertising, I was just getting the people who didn't want to work. They didn't really want to actually do anything to help themselves, if that makes sense. So with my job, it's a little bit like you're doing a little bit of mindset work with them. And you've got to have that confidence to say to somebody, right, okay, well, this is what you've done. That's not work. Let's do this. And through the course that I did with yourself, through the PR Whizz course, I've just come on so much more in my confidence in speaking to people and approaching people, because I know where I'm going. I know what I'm trying to achieve. And I know what my ideal client is, and I can marry things up so much better now because I'm not doing it all on my own. And I've got all my notes. I can refer back to everything. Everything's saved from the course, and I can just keep going back. And if I need to remind myself of anything, but yeah, I've got like a big, massive notepad that I remember bringing every night and sitting down and like getting all excited to learn something else, and just doing having somebody there to kind of hold you accountable just makes a massive difference. For me, it made a massive difference, because you're trying to balance everything in your business. And I have a little boy, and I'm trying to fit everything in around him and my husband and all the other jobs you've got to do. And if you've got that set time to sit down with somebody and just talk to them and say, right, well, I've been thinking about this, and just bounce those ideas off, or say where you're struggling with something, it does make a huge difference. So yeah, if you want someone to be there to sort of hold your hand, and also to sort of guide you a little bit and say, right, well, this is going to really help you, then Sarah's your woman, really.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for that, Laura. Obviously, if you're watching this back, please #replay, and feel free to ask us any questions. Of course, Laura, unfortunately, isn't back on Facebook yet. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but you've got to laugh, haven't you? Or she'll cry. She'll literally cry, because Facebook has totally scuppered my launch. But anyway.
There's all sorts going on with algorithms, and I've spoken to so many people where they're saying, I don't know what's going on. It's like I'm just not reaching people at the minute, and there is something a bit strange, but there are ways around it, and Sarah's course will teach you the ways around it, so you can still work.
Yeah, and I'm inventing new ways. So
there we go.
Space.
Yeah, YouTube. Here we are.
Yeah, we've got a YouTube channel now, so you can upload all the videos to there. So I'll upload this to there as well, Laura. So then you can just direct anyone there who maybe isn't friends with Facebook. But folks, feel free, as I say, to drop any questions in. And if you wanted to have a chat with Laura, I'm sure she'd be willing to have a chat with you. And you can always message me for her details. I'm sure she wouldn't mind that. And yeah, so thank you so much for coming on today, Laura. I was thinking yesterday after I chatted with Sandra, the fact that I'm not seeing you both on a regular basis since the course finished, I actually quite missed chatting to you both.
No. We miss you. We do.
Oh, bless. So, yeah, so no, we need to have a catch up anyway soon, don't we?
Yeah,
so we'll
definitely.
put that in. But thank you so much for coming on and chatting to everyone.
Thank you for having me.
The course and everything, and I'm so pleased that you're doing so well. Really excited to hear about your clients in Switzerland and hopefully Spain soon too. That's brilliant news. I'm so pleased that it's all coming together for you now. So thank you. I'll let you get on with your day and busy lady.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I'll carry on. Thanks, Sarah. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.